The universe is a giant feedback loop of awareness. We tend to think of the universe as being out there, and ourselves as being in here. We see a vast, silent cosmos, and we, by some happy accident, are the ones watching. The story goes that we're just tiny specks of biology, staring out at a cold, clockwork machine. But what if that's the biggest misunderstanding of all time? What if the universe isn't a show you just happen to be watching, but a system that needs a witness to exist? What if your awareness, the very thing you're using to process these words, isn't just a glitch happening inside your skull, but the key component of a cosmic circuit? A loop that, when closed, allows the universe to become real. Section 1. The crime scene. The clockwork corpse. For centuries, science has told us a story of magnificent indifference. It all started with a bang, it expanded, stars caught fire, galaxies swirled into being, and on at least one damp rock, chemicals randomly bumped into each other until they sparked into life. In this version of reality, the cosmos is just mindless matter and energy running on cold, impersonal laws. It doesn't know we're here. And frankly, it doesn't care. This is the dead universe theory. And while it's been useful, let's be honest, it can leave you feeling pretty small and lonely. If the universe is just a machine, and we're just ghosts in a smaller, squishier machine, what's the point? Our thoughts, our love, our wonder, all reduced to electrical static in a brain that will eventually go quiet, lost in a cosmos that never even knew it was here. It's a neat, tidy story, but it just doesn't feel right. And more importantly, it's starting to show some serious cracks. When you look closely, from the mind-bending scale of the cosmos to the impossible world of quantum physics, you find clues. Clues that suggest the universe is far stranger and a lot more connected than any simple machine. Section 2. The first clue. The quantum ghost. Our first clue comes from the weirdest part of science, quantum mechanics. You've probably heard of the observer effect, and it's often butchered to mean our thoughts change reality. The truth is stranger and way more interesting. In the quantum realm, tiny particles don't have definite properties, like a set location, until they're measured. Before that, they exist in a blurry cloud of pure potential. The moment an interaction happens, a measurement, even from an automated detector no people needed, that cloud of possibility snaps into one single concrete reality. This has always been a nagging question in physics. Why does reality seem to hold its breath until something interacts with it? This isn't about conscious voodoo. It's about the fundamental role of interaction in defining what's even real. This strangeness led the legendary physicist John Archibald Wheeler to propose a wild idea he called the participatory anthropic principle. Wheeler wondered if the universe wasn't a finished stage we just walked onto. He suggested that through acts of observation, even across billions of years, observers are actually participants in bringing the universe into being. It's a philosophical vision, not a proven theory, but it plants an incredible seed. What if the universe needs observers, because observers are how it becomes actual? Section 3. The second clue, the hard problem in our heads. Our second clue isn't out in the stars, it's right between our ears. It's what's known as the hard problem of consciousness. Science is getting amazing at explaining what the brain does. It can map the neurons that fire when you see the color red or feel a pang of sadness. But it has absolutely no explanation for why it feels like something to see red. Why aren't we just super sophisticated meat robots, processing data without any inner life? Why do you have a subjective, first-person experience of the world? This inner world of feeling and awareness is what philosophers call qualia, and no purely physical, materialist theory has come close to explaining how a 3-pound lump of gray matter can generate it. So we've got two massive mysteries the dead universe theory can't solve. A quantum world that seems to wait for interaction to get real, and the undeniable existence of our own awareness. What if these aren't two separate problems? What if they're two sides of the same cosmic coin? If you find these questions as fascinating as I do, and you want to keep exploring the bleeding edge of what we think we know, make sure you subscribe for more trips down the rabbit hole. Section 4. Connecting the dots, the emerging circuit. So how do we start weaving these threads together? How could our own awareness be tied into the fabric of the cosmos? Some of today's boldest thinkers are sketching out a new picture, piece by piece. First, the mechanism. Physicist Michio Kaku suggests we think about consciousness in terms of levels. He argues that consciousness is basically the number of feedback loops an organism runs to understand its position in space, in relation to others, and through time. A thermostat has one feedback loop, temperature, one unit of consciousness. A lizard tracking prey has more. A monkey navigating a complex social ladder has even more. And humans? We're off the charts, running countless feedback loops to simulate the future, to plan, and to create. Kaku's theory gives us a way to see consciousness not as magic, but as a scalable process. Now, what if this feedback process isn't just happening inside our heads? What if our brains are tapping into something that's already out there? This leads to a far more speculative but thrilling idea from researchers like Uppsala University's Dr. Maria Ströme. In a recent theoretical model, she proposes that consciousness might not be produced by the brain at all. Instead, it could be a fundamental field of the universe, just like gravity. In this view, which echoes ancient ideas of panpsychism, the potential for awareness is baked into the cosmos itself. Dr. Ströme even suggests this field may have existed before the Big Bang. Our minds, then, aren't the generators of consciousness. They're more like receivers, tuning in and creating localized ripples in this universal sea. So how does the biological hardware of our brain tune in? Here's our final and most speculative piece: quantum resonance. Some fringe theories in neuroscience suggest the brain's hyper-complex structures could act like quantum antennas. The idea is that our conscious states come from our brain activity resonating with a universal sea of energy and information, sometimes called the zero-point field. When you put these three ideas together, Kaku's feedback loops as the process, Ströme's universal field as the source, and quantum resonance as the connection, a wild new picture of the universe takes shape. The picture of a giant, cosmic circuit. Section 5. The revelation. The universe wakes up. This new framework offers a stunning solution to our cosmic mystery. The universe isn't a dead object that we just happen to be looking at. It's a self-organizing system that generates awareness so that it can become fully real. Think of it this way: a universal field of potential consciousness gives rise to the laws of physics and matter. That matter, over eons, evolves into complex structures like brains. Those brains, with their powerful feedback loops, develop self-awareness and become highly effective receivers. By observing, measuring, and experiencing the universe, these conscious agents collapse the infinite quantum potential of the cosmos into one definite shared reality. The feedback loop is complete. The universe creates life to look back at it, and that act of looking, in turn, makes the universe concrete. We are not just in the universe, we are the universe experiencing itself. This flips the entire script. Awareness isn't some tiny accidental flame in an endless night. It's the light that makes the darkness knowable. Your personal, subjective experience isn't a neurological side effect. It's a fundamental cosmic event. Every single moment you are aware, the universe is becoming real through you. Section 6. The implications, your role in the cosmos. If any of this is even close to being true, it changes everything. It means you are not an accident. You are not a meaningless blip in a cold, indifferent cosmos. You are a crucial participant in the greatest project imaginable, the universe's own journey to self-awareness. Your consciousness isn't passive. It's an active, creative force. That feeling of awe when you look up at the stars, that isn't just you looking at the universe. It's the universe looking at itself through your eyes. The meaning you build in your life isn't an illusion you invent to hide from a pointless reality. It's a real contribution to the fabric of existence. This changes our role from lonely spectators to essential co-creators. Our awareness is the universe's awareness. Our thoughts are the universe's thoughts. We are the nerve endings of a cosmic mind. Conclusion. We started with a cold, dead, clockwork universe. By following the clues hidden in quantum physics and the mystery of our own minds, we've arrived at a vision of a living, participatory cosmos, a universe that is one giant feedback loop of awareness. Now, this isn't proven fact. It's a new story, a philosophical framework being built on the most daring edges of science. 1 to 10. But it offers a profound and powerful alternative to the story of our cosmic loneliness. It gives us a place in the universe that is not just meaningful, but absolutely essential. So I'll leave you with this thought. How would you live? What would you do if you knew that your awareness wasn't just happening in the universe, but was the universe finally waking up? Thanks for wondering with me.